Why innovate or perish? Why now? Because correspondent banking, and specifically the clearing business, is being impacted by the change in primary customer demand, easy availability of computing power, and the ubiquity of the mobile internet. We need to understand, integrate these shifts in our business in ways that allow us to lead, fast follow, or otherwise perish. Today, 90% of B2B payments, based on our own analysis, still go over traditional correspondent banking networks. Less than 5 years ago, and before TransferWise and similar firms evolved, this was 100%. This threat should not be taken lightly. Why? Even today, while the net revenue or market share is quite small for these alternates, it is the rate of change, the adoption which is growing at an exponential pace. These growth rates that are escalating in both client acquisitions as well as transactions is something that we cannot match. Commoditized products under competitive pressure from new differentiated offerings tend to get locked into a death spiral. In response, providers typically choose to reduce cost, eliminate features, and reduce experimentation, which leads to a bare-bone product offering. However, this is where we should be doing the opposite, innovating to break out of the spiral. Our competition use the infrastructure very well. Infrastructure like mobile, broadband, smartphones, social media, computing power, all that is growing at an exponential pace by itself, plus alliances they form to solve a problem which has a very high relevance to an average customer on the street. While the competition may not have the breadth of services that we provide, but what they do offer for cross-border payments is cheap, easy, simplified, transparent, and fast. It is all that we could do too. All of this superior experience is delivered on the back of the same infrastructure that we access, even more ironically, the one that we built at a considerable expense to our shareholders. The fintech world has shown us that the ROE of companies that orchestrate the capital-intensive infrastructure is actually in multiples of those companies that actually build the infrastructure. We are not alone as banks in this conversation. Think about ride-sharing services versus the automobile industry or the road construction industry. The hotels versus the hotel booking applications. As you give this some thought, please do tune in to part 2 of this videocast, Innovate or Perish, the future of correspondent banking. Thank you.